Another part of the valley.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Luggage International Airport, Ha Giang capital. The local time is 3 p.m. and the outside temperature is around 23 degrees Celsius.
Hello my friends, Vladimir's here. Sorry for being out of the channel for quite a long time. I've been in creative constipation recently, and to move forward I need to do something with it. So I decided to make it not like a film, which I used to make. Not all of you could survive looking through such long videos. I will try to be more condensed and helpful. And probably it is the most basic and important things I could share with you that could help you for a motorcycle trip to Ha Giang Loop in the north of Vietnam. So you will be more prepared than I was before doing a trip. This video is going to be very long. I will separate the timeline topic sections to make it easier for you to navigate. Please refer to that if you want to skip parts you don't need. Disclaimer, this is my humble opinion. I'm not pretend to be doing absolutely perfect. I do mistakes, and that's how I learn. In this video, I will answer your questions that you left in the comment section in the previous Vietnam clip I made before. Hachi and Axel, you guys did a very good job, and thank you very much for your questions and participation. Here's the plan. I arrived to Ho Chi Minh City, former Saigon. I wanted to see how is the south part of the Vietnam is different to the north, so I spent 4 days in Saigon. I had a light enduro training and got used to a traffic which at the first time looks very hectic. Then I flew from Ho Chi Minh City to Ha Noi by airplane, rented the same type of the motorcycle, and then I rode through north of Vietnam. Ho Chi Minh is a very big city in Vietnam, with long concrete bridges and tall modern buildings, and the big wide roads compared to Hanoi. And even though the traffic here is insane, the moment you first time ride on a public roads is unforgettable experience. It is like learning something new. I could compare it with the first dating. It is exciting, and if it goes well, you will feel the relief and satisfaction. What to do in Ho Chi Minh City? I'm not in a tourist attractions. When I'm on motorcycle trip, I try to avoid crowded places. But there is one thing I would definitely recommend, is to drink some coffee. Coffee culture in Vietnam is huge. It's even more than in South Korea. Taught from Tigit team member, who is a very interesting person by the way. He was my instructor on off-road training I booked. He introduced me to Vietnam coffee culture and recommended me a very old traditional Vietnamese coffee shop, Caphe Vot, which is located somewhere in the middle of a very busy area, near to one of the main roads. The point is to take a coffee and sit on the sidewalk along the road, slowly sipping your coffee while watching the endless stream of motorcycles passing by. The best time to visit this coffee shop, as Todd said, is about 6 o'clock in the morning. Why? Because of the traffic. The pollution of the air in Ha Noi is extremely high, especially in the evening. That's when I started to understand that emission regulations is not a bad thing at all. But I would say in the evening, even though the air is so polluted that the eye begin to water from the smoke, the experience of night, bikes, busy city, kind and cheerful people around you is absolutely worth it to visit the place in the evening as well. But I wouldn't mind to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning from the very beginning, drink coffee and watch how Chi Minh City starts its day when the air is cleaner. If you like coffee, definitely worth visiting. I've been there twice. The address on the Google map will be in the description section below. Disclaimer, I'm not affiliated or sponsored by anyone. I covered all expenses of this trip, including motorcycle rental, with my own money. So I'm absolutely free of telling you the unbiased truth. It's just my experience and you will decide to use it or not. Helmet. I chose a rental company which has its own gear shop, so you can rent or buy helmet. I will leave the link to the page with the prices in the description section below. I bought a cheap but stylish helmet in egg color for about 12 USD in Tigit Rental Company shop, if my memory serves me correctly about the price. And if you don't like the idea of using cheap, uncertified helmet, you can rent or buy a better one, or you can bring your own helmet. Protection. I noticed that most backpackers ride with only helmet on their heads, and it's just a matter of choice and a chance. Even though I gamble with the soft protection, which I bought right before my trip, it's better than nothing. I wore it under my jersey. At the same time, August is a very hot and humid season in Vietnam. So I went with leather motorcycle boots, soft chest, spine, elbow and shoulder protection, and motorcycle pants with paddings. I took my own gloves, and I would recommend goggles if you don't have any visor on your helmet. I was stung by a wasp or some unknown bug with sting. It's got stuck between my helmet and my temple, and that hurts a lot. Full visor on the helmet is much better option. For navigation, I use Google Maps on my iPhone with quad lock case and mirror mount with damper and wireless charger. For charging, I used my cheap charging battery brick. This combination works with any rental bike, which has standard mirror mount. In case if you don't have your own phone mount, Tigit Rental Company offers phone holder with their rental bikes. For luggage, I took my duffel bag. It can be used to carry all my clothes and basic necessities. The only small issue with the bag, that it is a check-in luggage and it doesn't have any lock on it. It is exposed to anybody in the airport. For cabin luggage, I took my camera bag. Rental company offered me a bungee cord with hooks to strap my luggage. I generously refused to take it because I had my own rock straps, which I bought on Amazon for $26 US. And they are great, but be very careful with those loose ends. They can get into rotating parts of wheel and sprocket, as it happened with me. Thankfully, I brought my own bungee cords with me. Since then, I used my old think tank photo red whips to tie loose parts of the straps in place. I use them for filming, for motorcycle, and almost everywhere when I need to tie something. I didn't find the same red whips on Amazon, but there are similar items could be found there. Both links to the straps and ties will be in the description. By the way, I forgot to mention about the rain suit. You can buy a cheap one at the rental shop as well. It's very useful. Is it expensive to rent bike in Vietnam? I'm a comparatively lightweight guy, so I ordered Honda Blade 110cc bike from Tigit Motor Rental Company. This is not an advertisement, I just try to simplify things. Maybe I could find the cheaper options from local bike renting companies, and there are a lot such shops in Vietnam. But I found it much easier for me to rent motorcycle from well-known company which is present online and care about their reputation. Also, Tigit Rentals has several branches in the main travel destination cities which I was going to visit. I can communicate with them in English and could have their support if needed. And there is one more thing which was a clincher for me. There are two options of renting motorcycle, with and without damage waiver. And the damage waiver program which they have is a game changer for me. It creates peace of mind. Because that program removes all responsibility for damages of the customer to the rental shop. Riding different types of roads from gravel roads to rice-field paths created a big chance to drop the bike into the ground, and more than once in my case.
Oh, yes. But there is some... Yeah, I didn't break anything. I chosen damage waiver, so it should be good.
For Honda Blade 110cc bike I rented, the price with the damage waiver was $15 for 1 day. The price is even less expensive if you rent for a longer period of time. I rented my bike for 15 days and it cost me less than $200. Link to the prices I will leave in the description section as well. Motorcycle maintenance. By agreement with the rental company, I had to change engine oil on my 110cc bike every 1000 kilometers. Preferably it should be made at official Honda dealer service shop. It cost me 100,000 Vietnamese dongs, which is less than $4. General maintenance in Vietnam, especially in remote areas, could be ridiculously cheap. I adjusted and oiled a drive chain, installed new foot peg, which I lost while riding, and everything cost me less than $3. I have changed rubber brake pads on my wife's bicycle recently here in Korea, and it cost me 10 times more. Internet connection. Connection to internet during your trip is essential to message your family and friends, and use Google Maps for navigation, finding eateries and cafes, accommodation, etc. SIM cards in Vietnam is very affordable and easy to connect to. I personally used Viettel because of other YouTubers' recommendations. I don't remember I had any issues with connection to internet through the whole trip, and it cost me less than $15 for 6 GB of traffic per day for 1 month. Just Google Viettel on your Google map, find the place with high ratings, and you are good to go. Workers usually speak English fluently, no problem with communicating. My routes in Ha Giang Loop and accommodation. That was the main question I was asked. Ha Giang Loop itself is not that big, but some of the interesting passes and places you see in the videos on YouTube are located in other places. For example, like this one.
This is a road of 15 passes. One of the most scenic passes here in Ha Giang Loop in this north area. But unfortunately it is under reconstruction, as you see.
Let me find out here. On this area, they block this area because they're doing the maintenance for the road. So you cannot take this road.
Oh,
So you have to go down. From here, you go all the way down here, follow this one.
wait a second, which one?
Here, the QL34. Follow this all around here. And up to Cao Bang is here.
Okay.
And then after Cao Bang, so if you like this road here is very beautiful, this part here. So in my recommendation is that from Cao Bang here you cut right up to here. You can see?
Come back here?
Yeah, you go right up here and then keep follow the Chinese border because this is very beautiful. You can reach to Chinese border here and then go up to here. This is a cave. You can see it's very beautiful. This is like actually the colors of these pictures here.
Heavy industrial vehicles there working, and it will be open in 1 month, they say, and it will be grand open, so you will be lucky if you come here. It will be wide, beautiful, and scenic as well.
I think the best way to plan the route is to ask local guide first. In Ha Noi Tigit Rental Shop, I was very well instructed. They are in the know of roads under reconstruction that couldn't be passed through, the best roads with views, dangerous mountain passes, and everything you are aware of, what's worth visiting and what could be skipped. Just prepare your list of questions in advance. But anyway, I don't think you will be disappointed with any route you will choose. They are all beautiful in their own way.
I probably should stop making footage because I already drained 2 batteries on my GoPro, and because the views here is just superb, amazing. I don't think I have enough space on my hard drives.
I also have found a very good source about routes in Ha Giang Loop and overall traveling on motorcycle in Vietnam. It is Vietnam Coracle blog. I'm not sponsored or affiliated by them as well. It's just a very good source I found about Vietnam while doing my research. I will leave the link in the description. Now I'll show you my route and some highlights worth to mention. Day 1. I rode from Ha Noi to Vu Linh. Then I rode from Vu Linh to Ha Giang City. Day 3. From Ha Giang to Yen Minh. Day 4. From Yen Minh to Meo Vac. Day 5. From Meo Vac to Bao Lac. Day 6. From Bao Lac to Ba Lake. And Day 7. From Ba Lake to Ha Noi. Day 1. I rode from Ha Noi to Vu Linh. There is a big lake, very quiet and peaceful place.
Vu Linh Farmstay, Giang Homestay. Go straight. Hi.
Ethnic minority.
The owner usually provides dinner for extra cost, but because it was a low season, I was only one guest who stayed in his property. He offered me dinner with his family members at his brother's house, where they celebrated a middle of the year, I guess, if my memory serves me right. That was a fun and very interesting experience. The hospitality of Vietnamese people is outstanding. And it was rarely raining during a day. The only thing, in my humble opinion, which makes this season low is high temperature and humidity, which is very high at this period. But there is also pluses or positives. A low price and hotels are comparatively easy to book. Then I rode from Vu Linh to Ha Giang City or settlement. landscape become more and more picturesque. The road has got wet and less dirty, less dusty, almost like tarmac. Night in Ha Giang at a very nice place, Ha Giang Hostel. Okay, this is my room, 402, and it is a queen bed size bed. Here's the window, air conditioner, and shower room. Shower room looks very nice, and yeah, wardrobe, nothing too fancy, everything which is needed, a fan. If you are going to book a room there, I highly recommend to pay for a room with a mountain view for a little more, because it is only $5 to $10 more, but the views are amazing. I personally did the exact opposite and booked a room with a view to a ventilation shaft. By the way, this is a map from Ha Giang Hostel. They also provide tours on their own bikes. You can take a bus from Ha Noi to Ha Giang City, rent a bike with a guide, or even if you don't have driver license, you can hire a driver and ride as a passenger on a bigger 150 plus cc bikes like Yamaha Exciter or Honda Winner. And local guides in 3 to 4 days will show you the best possible routes with point views and attraction you can ever imagine. It's a very nice place. This twin bed 004 with very interesting shower room and sink. Very unusual. And they said that this place after 7:30, after 6:30, they have become very loud and very noisy because of the people partying there, right
here having dinner first and then having fun. So after 10:30 it's all stops, and that's okay for me. Over there, the Chinese border. Anywhere is photo zone. Any angle you can imagine of is a photo zone. Road construction. Oh, people are staying behind. Okay, I decided to check in first, or just ask if they have accommodation for today. Okay, and if they have, hello, do you have rooms? Okay, it's a.
You want the dorm or private room?
How much is a dorm in the private room?
Dorm usually price is 120.
120.
Yeah.
Dorm.
Dorm, yeah.
And a private room?
Private room is 350.
Okay, I will try a dorm room. Dorm. Dormitory.
Dorm. Upstairs.
This is the room I had for today's stay. It's a hostel. I will link the name of it in the description section. It's a very nice day. Nothing fancy, but clean, and everything is here. Every facility you need is here. Hooks here, 2 windows, fan, and mosquito net if you need it. And my room also has a door. Which is very nice. I had a wonderful sleep. Cannot complain about this place. Around 120 Vietnamese dongs. It's a good deal. Also, they provide a breakfast for additional 30,000 Vietnamese dong, which is about $1.5 US. Okay, now I will have a breakfast and we'll move. And by the way, let's check the view from the window. This day I had difficulties with Google Map navigation.
You see, it shows that on this road should be road this way. This way, but there is no one.
For some unknown reason, I lost my way to Bamboo Ferry to cross the lake, which is at the same time was the border between Ha Giang and Cao Bang regions. It was a shame that I missed that experience. This is the route I was going through, and when tarmac road turned into the path, still being road DT217, I didn't expect that. Let me explain, so you will be prepared. Thanks to these guys with camera on Google Live View, now you won't miss that small turn on the public road DT217. This is DT217, the main road. Now it is not anymore. You need to turn right, and then again, turn to the path on the right, and it is the road to the ferry. And it is still the main road, DT217. No matter how confusing it was for me. Then right along the hill and you will be eventually come into the Bamboo Ferry. Cross the lake and come back to the road and you are good to go.
Wow. Look at this. Oh shit.
I rode both tarmac and concrete roads till the dead ends, and then to different farmers' routes.
Let's get out from here.
Traffic is getting worse. You are still on the fastest route. You will now arrive at 1353.
Wow, thank you very much. Okay, and that's one is viewpoint. Wonderful view. I need to tighten my brakes, and it is, for this motorcycle, is easy peasy. We just turn this lever forwards and try the foot brakes to make it visible. Should be good. So I decided to come back to Meo Vac, the same route, and start the road again by QL4C road.
out. Oh, I guess this one. Okay, that was a really long ride from Meo Vac to Mapiling, and I had a lot of experience. A lot of stuff got failed, and I need a rest now. I came to sunny hostel and homestay, so I will stay here, but it looks like extremely dark there inside. Okay, we'll check this out and have a rest. It's time to rest. This is my room for today's day. This is sunny homestay, queen bed or even king bed. Okay, lamp, small wardrobe, like TV. It has also a fan, even pots and fan. Okay, here we have an air conditioner as well. Okay, and we have a separate shower room. Sink, nice shower. Hope the water goes well. Seems like all good. And here we have a basket with more stuff. Toothbrush, soap, and shampoo, I guess. Okay, and all that cost me 300,000 Vietnamese dong, which is about $14 USD dollars. The host is very nice, very helpful. Okay, so if you will come in here, you probably can do it without further reservation. Or if it is hot season, or I mean, if it is a tourist season, you have to probably book in advance to be sure that the room will be available. Okay. Pineapple, bread with eggs, and coffee. Thank you very much.
If you want
Mix.
more milk,
Okay, thank you very much. Seems like this is the end of the road. Okay, this is a road of 15 passes. One of the most scenic routes, and it is under reconstruction. They say it in the month will be grand open, and you're lucky if you come here after September of 2023. It will be wide, new, and beautiful as well. Look at the surroundings. Amazing. So I need to come back and go to Bao Lake. I cannot go past through. Beautiful, but a little bit shame that I didn't make it. Maybe next time. Let's go. Gotta come up. Charging stations for electric vehicles, even fast electric vehicles. I want to make selfie with them. They ran out. Ой! Слушай.
to Pja Lake. Pja Lake, one of the biggest lakes in Vietnam. Tourist area. Okay, now we're closing to the boats, I guess. Ah, here's the boats. Okay.
To Baba Legend Hotel and country, and this provides very clean room. Very nice. This is my room for tonight. Air conditioner, fan, lights, sofa, table, TV set. Okay, in the bathroom they have sink, and they provide toothbrush, gel for shower, shampoo, toilet here, boiler, and shower. Small towels, hand towels, and big towels. The bed is quite big. It's a king size probably. And by the way, this room cost 400,000 Vietnamese dong. Unfortunately, they do not provide laundry, and I think, in my humble opinion, people here who came here, they usually ride motorcycles, and they become really, really dirty. And laundry here, I think, would be very awesome thing, because they could earn some money for laundry and drying the clothes. I wish some of the hotels which I was using lately, homestays, would provide laundry. That would be awesome, but none of them do.
The road is under reconstruction, so it will be all like this, I guess. through that gravel road. The road is really nice. It's very smooth and well maintained.
Where is that place?
For riding motorcycles in Vietnam, you have to have an international driver license, with proper motorcycle category permitted. As I was instructed that I can be stopped only by traffic police, who wear beige or sand color uniforms, and they don't stop you until you're doing something crazy on the road. I've never been stopped by police. There are a lot of hidden tips and tricks to avoid that any rider should know to make their travel in Vietnam a safe and smooth experience. All needed instructions, including those I mentioned in this video, you can take at a rental company in every detail and scenario possible. And I would highly recommend to have them. That's also a big plus in renting motorcycle at Tigit Rental Shop. And again, I'm not affiliated or sponsored by them, but I really cannot recommend them enough. Experience is absolutely flawless. This is definitely worth mentioning. Bikes in Vietnam could be stolen very easily, especially those types of motorcycles you are planning to travel on. And I suppose it is really hard to get them back, because there are hundreds, if not thousands, of the same bikes of the same color in that area. When you arrive at the accommodation place, ask them where you can park the bike. Sometimes hosts ask you to put the bike inside. Always unlock the steering wheel. Bikes could often moved for parking. Leave it under supervision and take your keys out. Otherwise, you could leave your bike outside in the city, especially at night, come back to continue riding, and the bike is gone. If that happened, you have to pay full amount of the vehicle to the rental shop. And the cost of the bike is almost the same as in highly developed countries, like South Korea. There is only one basic thing left to say: don't overspeed. Locals don't ride fast. The motorcycle culture in Vietnam is not to impress people showing off how fast you are. In Vietnam, riding the bike mostly is a natural and common thing. Locals ride bikes as if you ride your car with family members inside, or fully loaded with building materials. Unfortunately, I don't have exact numbers, but I know total expenses, including air tickets from South Korea to Vietnam and back, it's 180 USD. Honda Wave 110 rental for 2 weeks, less than 200 USD. I usually ate twice a day in the morning and a good dinner in the evening, sometimes 3 times a day. Accommodation, I mostly had private rooms with toilet and shower. Drank a lot of coffee, and everything in total was less than 1,200 US dollars. And it is less than if I were living at my home in South Korea for the same 2 weeks. And you can travel even less than that if you stay in a shared room and don't like cafes and drink coffee like crazy me. In conclusion, what I would say, do I recommend it? Absolutely. It's a beautiful nature and not yet spoiled by civilization of modern society. Should I do it again? I would like to, with a small company of good friends. Or I wouldn't mind to book a guided tour, organized by locals. Thank you for watching this video until the very end. Hit the like button if you like it, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys and girls in the next one. Peace!